Yo, yo, yo. Just the Coke, y'all. Just the Coke. Gotta get my diabetes in. Um, yeah. What a day. What a day. I know. I'm just starting in. We're just gonna get going. We had 10 likes, which we should be able to do within an hour. And we'll run a second draft. We're gonna run a second draft today, most likely. Run two drafts today. Two small dollar drafts. Feeling feeling better than I did this morning. Woke up, got like 10 feet down the road, and my check tire light came on. I'm like, well, maybe it's due to weather. I got like 3 minutes down the road. I'm like, there was no weather, no temperature change. And so, like, I pulled over at the nearest gas station, and it was flat. Apparently, Nail went to their local, like the closest one they had at that gas station. They had a air pump, $2.50. Thing did not fill up. All the way, got me to 20. We live really close to a Walmart. They have a gas station there. Filled it up to 33. Was able to get it home. Good enough that it wasn't like falling completely flat. So I was able to take it to the Just Tires down my road. Only $32. We'll take it. $32. We'll take it. Not another new tire. So that was my day. Had to call off work because I was like, I don't know when they're gonna get to it. So they got to it at 2:00. I was there at 7 a.m. when they opened. What a day. So we're just going to hit DraftKings lobby. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me. I burped. I had a T-bone steak today. I wouldn't mind taking down one of these $3 tournaments, that's for sure. Would not mind doing that. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I'm jumping in right now. 5 of 12 in the $3. Jose, no way, my guy. Present. Yo, 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 Derek, what's good? Share screen. DraftKings. Lobby. The only thing I noticed that I thought I changed. I thought I put Pearsall back at 170. He's in this ranks. I don't know if anybody downloaded them or not because it doesn't really tell me if people do. But he should be somewhere in the 170s to 180s. There was a bit of a mad dash to get him up to the 160s when I thought Brandon Ayuk might be gone. Nathan, yo, 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 what's good? Had a flat tire to start my day. Called off work because of it. And even though I called off work, it does not make my life any slower. Spent all day, helping the wife out around the house. What did we do? We cleaned. I dealt with all the car stuff, and then I just did what my wife did. And so we went to a play place where I had to sit there, bored out of my mind for 2 hours, and then eat lunch, and then go wait for my son to get out of school, and then help him with his schoolwork. I'll tell you what, man. I know why I failed school. I sat at that table. He did really good actually reading after a little bit, but writing, having him write the words over and over again, not for me. Not for me. Math is my subject. I can do math. I can help with math, but English and stuff, it's like. And then I let him read. He actually like knows a lot of words now. Like I was actually surprised. So when he was reading all these words, I was like, cool. And then and then we got to where I was reading, and I was like falling asleep like page 10. Like I was not out of it. But we pushed through. Ooh, looks like we still got Nathan in here. All right. Who else we got here? Draft board. Don't know. Bum, 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 bum. Don't worry. I mean, I think we'll hit 10 likes regardless. We're going to do a second draft, but I want these to hit 10 likes today. We hit mine likes at the end of the show yesterday, so we can get 2 hours of streaming. That'd be nice. And then I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. I'm going to start streaming after the stream some video games because that's what I like to do after I stream. A little detox of video games. So, what the fuck is going on here? I mean, that already means I'm going to get something at 8. It doesn't, regardless whether it's Bijan or not, because it's got Jamar, CD, and Amon-Ra. So I'm getting Amon-Ra or Bijan. I'm not going to complain. Or Jefferson or Bijan, I mean. Bijan. We'll take it. Ole. What's funny? I don't even know if it's funny, but what is random is that I have a lot of Bijan on DraftKings, but I don't think I have a lot of it in the Millie Maker. It's weird in the Millie Maker. Bijan, I didn't get a lot of shares of him. I have a lot of shares of Justin Jefferson in the Millie Maker, but Bijan I don't have a lot of shares with. But when I do get Bijan, I also end up getting a lot of Drake London. And then I end up getting Pitts. Like almost all my Bijan in the Millie Maker and in the $3 that I have him with, he's also paired up with his Atlanta Falcons companions. So, very interesting. I guess that might be right in your guys' ears. I have it like 2 inches away from. Oh, I'm already on the clock. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we might know who's on the board. Different buys. I might as well try something different. Now, go Cooper Kupp. Why not? Psych, Gotti. I don't have a lot of Bijan Cooper Kupp. Because Bijan usually goes here. There are people with Bijan Cooper Kupps, but I'm not going to get neighbors, most likely. But that's a fun team. So I got in a little bit of an argument today because I was just feeling spicy. Maybe I was in a bad mood. Besides the Yahoo League, are you any other redraft leagues? Yeah, I'm in an auction league that I don't even know how I joined their league, but I'm pretty sure I was just in the Yahoo, like public forums, and I was just like looking. I was like thirsty for an auction league, and I found one that was starting up, and we've been doing it this is my 10th year, and that's been a fun draft to do. Actually, that one's drafting at 8 p.m. I'll probably just do it on my phone. Last year, I tried to do some of it on the computer, but then I kind of felt like they were kind of sniping my pick. So I probably won't do that live this year. And then I do one with my homies from the Pizza Hut gang, and then I have a Dynasty one, but nobody cares and nobody really sets their stuff anymore. So it's kind of dead, but it is what it is. I've never won it, so I'm probably going to keep playing it until I win it, and then I'm going to call it. No one's ever thirsty to have it turned back on, so that's what I'll say. Except for the 2 people we didn't know that just wanted, a 12-team league. Those people seem to care a lot about it. Nobody else seemed to care. So I kicked one of them out. Oh, well. Da, 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 da. Good pick. Good team so far. Mr. Nathan Deans. It's a good team. And it's weird? Like, you get this unique opportunity to get Lamb at 5, and you don't get anything to pair it up with. Like, that's unique. We're going to go Kelsey here and then see if we grab Mahomes. Mahomes at this pick. I'm trying to think of what he could have grabbed that would have been unique. Yeah, I guess there's really not too much unique he could have gone. Nico, maybe was a little bit more unique than Debo. Both, I guess, kind of go early. I can hear my wife fighting the dogs. Last night with those little buggers. Oh, I got in an argument today about, and this is just my thought process on stands, the term stand. Stand, in my terms of stand, is somebody you want every time you draft. Now, whether you take, if you're obsessed with this stand, you take them around early. If you make it a stand, you're taking them in that round early. You know, like you're taking them early, not taking them ADP or, whatever. Like you could take a 2 to 3. If my argument is that if you, he's still there, cool. Was with this person, and you can have your own opinion. I don't give two fucks, right? Was that if you are 16% over the field, or if you are 2x over the field, if you're at 16%, because obviously 8% per player, right? Is that you're really just fading one player essentially from that round. That's, to me, that's not really a stand. Now, I'm not saying you have to have 50, 60%, but to have a stand, like you're really just having a fade of a player or two in that round. And even then, are you really having a stand when you're still getting the players that if you're completely fading a player and you're taking a stand that this player is better than this player, then yeah, I guess technically it's a stand, but I feel like a stand should be more that I'm going to try to take this guy every time I see his name on my draft board. If he's in my sight, I'm going to take that guy, or you have plans to take that guy. When I see a 20%, your top overall player at 20%, I mean, I guess you could call it a stand. When you have, I'm not shaming like the amount he's putting in, but he had 200 plus teams, I believe. I'm gonna double check, so I'm not just talking shit out my ass. Do you hate money? I think it was underneath that one. How boring. Okay, so this is his team. He had 222 teams. 222 teams, and the amount of money that he had towards his top player was $231 at his highest percentage. That means he is almost averaging on his player stand $1. Like I don't know, and I'm not shaming as in like I'm not shaming in the sense of like your player stand. It's like you're spending about $1 on that player every time. You're averaging $1, on that player. You're not going out of your way. Like I'm kind of making a stand right now. in the last few weeks on Chris Godwin, on a Chris Godwin back revival. So yeah, see, that's the difference. You have 7. He has 1 player above 20%. 7 means in 7 different rounds, you have 7 notable picks of like above ADP, or you're strictly fading somebody. Like that's a stand to me. Like 1 player over 20% and your dollar cost is almost the same amount as your amount of teams drafted. I don't know. It just seems weird to me. Like you can't, like, yeah, I guess technically you made a stand, but it's also a late round pick. It was like 1 late round pick. It was Javon Baker. So like last round. Is that really a stand? I don't know. Xavier Worthy, 18%, which that's not bad. Like he's got 4 rookies as his top stands, which is pretty cool. You know, like I like that, but like in all reality, it's not really a stand. I didn't get anything fun there. I got a tight end already. Let's grab Keenan Allen. I don't have a lot of Keenan Allen. I'm not expecting Keenan Allen to do well at that 230-pound weight. But in a $3 draft, let's vary it up a little bit. I'm not 100% fading. Caleb Williams has looked good in the preseason. I'm not going to put my blinders on. Well, he just blah, blah, blah. He wears makeup. I don't know. I don't really care. He's actually looked pretty decent, so I'm not going to won't be grabbing any of them again besides JD. Can't pass on him. See? There you go. See, you don't want to pass on JD. That's a stand. You know what I mean? Like 5 likes for another draft. Smash the button, guys. I gotta smash it for myself. I just jumped on and just went live. I was just like, I don't care. I'll make the YouTube thumbnail right after. Yeah, and again, I don't care if that's how you play, but when he went out of his way to say he's a $1 million contest winner, but I absolutely hate his exposures. Here are mine for contrast. I don't know. It felt like he was taking a shot at me, and all I put was how boring. It's probably an asshole thing to say, but I didn't appreciate him. I didn't appreciate him saying how he didn't like my player takes. Yeah. So in your head, no matter what, he's a smash in the 9th round. That's a stand. When you're taking a stand on a last round pick, that's just somebody you like and you're hoping that he smashes, which is fine. Like you can have those picks. I had that pick. I was a stand on 95% Colin Johnson, that year that I won. Was I a stand? No, but I thought he was going to blow up. You know what's funny is that people also get mad at me for taking Najee in the 7th round, right? Liam was talking some shit yesterday towards me for taking Najee in the 7th round, but his ADP on Underdog is the 7th round. So is it really a bad pick? Is it not? Yes. So what? Some people have him in the 9th round. I don't care. If I think he's going to be a league winner, what the fuck do I care? Whether he's going in the 7th round, the 6th round, the 5th round, who cares? I'm going to take him whenever. Talk that shit, bitch. Interesting. 2-2-2-1. Got Devontae Adams. That's a hero wide receiver site. He's going to start nailing some wide receivers. Mike Snyder. Okay. Oh, I just realized Rashee Rice is a third rounder now. Okay. What the heck is on the board? Stevenson. Okay. Jordan Love. I didn't grab. No. I mean, I guess we'll take Stevenson if he makes it one more pick. Why not? That's okay. We didn't want him anyways. What round is this? 8? We'll pass on with 8th, right? Is that what we said? And we'll take Chase Brown. 2-week by week 12s, but we have 2 more picks to select something different. Everything else is kind of looking good. 6-11-7 at the wide receivers. 12-9-12 at the running back position. And 6-6 at the onesies. Draft board. I don't mind doing that in the big board BBM season. Like, I like to spread it out as much as I can. I always worry if my guy goes down, I pissed away all that time drafting teams. Not even a money thing, it's a time thing. Yeah, I get that too. But in my head, and I understand the thought of missing out, like of wasting your time. But really, one pick doesn't really fucking your team up. But if you want a player at 20%, but you don't mind going a little bit higher if you really like that player, that's a player stand. Like that, when you say like he's not going to go past you in the 9th round, that terminology that you use to describe that pick, that's a player stand. But when you have 21% of one player and your dollar cost to that player is $1 and you have the audacity to call out my exposures, like, I don't know. How dare you call out my exposures? Grab Palmer here. Maybe we grab a week 5 bye. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. But yeah, the terminology that I probably just pissed him off by saying how boring. He said seems more boring to click the same guys every time. And I get what he's trying to get there, but in all reality, it's actually more fun to cheer for the guy that I get to, to know that I'm going to cheer for what guy versus, just I'm going to cheer for everybody because maybe that'll help one lineup get through the finals. I'm trying to get one specific type of lineup to the finals, which I understand is a little bit more ballsy. Cordell. Pretty much I'm betting on the Jags, Najee, and Trey McBride, Cooper Kupp. The Jags, the Giants to do well with inklings of other teams involved. Grab Eckler for the week 14 bye. Probably going to lose out on Trevor Lawrence here, which is fine. We were kind of hinting that we're going to try to grab Herbert. Realize my quarterbacks have been trending towards old guys. Not my typical typical type move. I mean, not all of them, obviously. I have a little bit of everything. I forgot I left my phone charging, so I can't check my exposures. But of the quarterbacks, I don't have a lot of Allen. I've gotten a few shares of Hurts. I'm above average on Mahomes. I'm at average with Jackson, above average with Richardson. I don't have enough Stroud as much as I'd like. I am a little light on Murray, but that's because he goes next to Najee's, where I take Najee. Burrow I'd like to more of, but he goes unstacked a lot of times, which is just weird. I mean, I get the play. I'm all about having naked quarterbacks, especially when they got blonde hair like he does, a little Eminem style. But not even a money though. My top 5 RBs are all rookie RBs. Pick 150 and later. See, but that makes sense. Like, I need to spread that out a bit more. Yeah, it makes sense to have your highest owned picks be 20% or more, or even your highest owned picks to be later, because you tend to fall in love with those types of picks that you've been making. That I've actually been trying to do this year versus what I did last year, even though, like, if you would have just smashed Puka Kyron, then you kind of won. But last year I got stuck on like certain guys. I don't really remember my takes last year from at the late rounds. I'm sure I was wrong. I did have a lot of Puka. I didn't have a lot of Tank Dell until he showed up in that preseason game, and I was like, oh, that dude's got it, kind of thing. I was like, I'm gonna start taking some more of him. I think you were on him early, Gabe. Derek. I don't know why I called you Gabe. So I'm gonna take Gabe here. Should have drafted. Bada bing, bada boom. And so I have Gabe here. I already forgot what I was talking about. I'm so old. And the thing is people are getting mad or shocked by how much I have. I mean, to be honest with you, I would have had more Najee last year, but he was going fairly early last year. I always need a back and ended up taking 1 or 2 Braylon Allen. Yeah. Braylon Allen, Jalen Wright, Bucky Irving, Marshawn Lloyd, and Ray Davis. I like all those running backs. All of them. So I am on the same boat as you. I don't know how much percentage I have of each, but I'll before the second draft starts, I will, because I'm sure you guys will have hit 10 likes on the channel, right? 10 likes. These are at 6. It's close to 10. It's close to 10. 6. 6, guys. 6. We want to be at 10. 10 likes. We have 10 people. 10 likes. Well, to be fair, one of them is on the one and only Twitch. Peekage McCon Twitch channel. I don't know if I can change that. I haven't even tried to change it. I'm pretty sure my logo or whatever, I'm pretty sure I just took a copy of Pecan Nuts or Pecan, whatever you want to call them, and I just put them as my background. So it says, "We'll see you again," or whatever. It's just nuts around it. Felix, the number was 5. We'll do whatever. What are your thoughts on doubling down ADP movers? You love, even when their ADP is skyrocketing. Example, I have a ton of Cup in the 4th round, and now that he's in the 2nd, should I continue drafting him? I mean, it depends on what you feel. I'm taking him now in the 2nd. I also had a bunch of him in the 4th. You also have to think, like, you can get different combinations of Cup in the 2nd now, that you didn't have back then. And even if you have Kupp in the second, and this is where I differ from Liam. I think from what I've heard, I actually don't listen to his stuff anymore. So from what I differ from him is that he thinks you shouldn't draft ADP movers that have gone up because somebody has a better team than you. Motherfuckers, you may not ever see the guy who had a 4th round Kupp. You may not ever see that person in a draft. You need to draft the best players every draft you can. Like, and that's where I differ from other people. Like, I believe Najee Harris this year's particularly with the improvements in the offensive line, the offensive coordinator, the way that he's able to stay healthy, the slimming down, like all these things just push the contract narrative. All these things are saying draft Najee this year. Yes, I have been spouting draft Najee for the last couple of years. I really thought that they would either get rid of Matt Canada last year, which I thought would be a good improvement. They didn't fire him. I was like, well, maybe another year improvement by the quarterback. Quarterback sucked. They have a better quarterback. Well, they should have a better quarterback play this year. They should have a better offense this year. Obviously, they look terrible week 1, but I am not going to hold a team against the preseason because if so, they would have been amazing last year. So if Kupp moved up, someone is moving back. People are not always correct. Yeah. Okay, I'll not rephrase, but I'm going to bring up another situation that happened the year I won it that we could analyze, right? So the year I won it, Ja'Marr Chase went from a 5th round pick to a 6th round pick. So now all these people that are getting that had 5th round pick Ja'Marr Chase, then he goes to the 6th. Did that make him less of a good player, or did those 6th round pick drafters get an edge over the 5th round? Maybe they did. But the people that had Ja'Marr Chase were all very excited to have him week 17. It didn't matter whether you got him in the 5th round or the 6th round. You might have had an injury in the 5th round and the 6th round. Like where you get the good player, it doesn't really matter if he's a good player. Like if somebody got last round Nick Chubb versus, so I'm trying to think of somebody that might be out the whole year. Obviously, he may come out this year. And somebody got him in the last round. Yeah, it sucks. He spent an 11th round pick. I'm staring at this one right here. Versus somebody that might have spent the last round pick on him. But in the end, like hypothetically in this scenario, he didn't play. What did it really cost you? It cost you an 11th round pick. You could have gotten Gus Edwards, who might play 3 games, give you 2 games of worth of points. No offense to Gus Edwards. I'm out. I did draft him today, but I am out on that train. I am on the clock. I've got 28 seconds. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll take the value of Luke Musgrave. As much as I'm telling you to not just take the ADP value or ADP risers or fallers. I think you can go either way. If you like a guy like Najee, I don't really care where he goes. Like I'm gonna draft Najee. You know what I mean? I believe in his talents to break out. If you don't have an opinion of Kupp, if you don't think he's gonna break out, then stop drafting him. But if you think that he's worth the 2nd round value, or he's better than the pick next to him, then yeah. Or if you think he's better than the pick that he's going, then take him every once in a while. If you don't feel comfortable taking him as much as you did anymore, then stop drafting him. It's okay. You can always stop drafting people. You can't always keep drafting somebody. The lobby will tell you different. If Kupp moved up, someone is moving back. People are not always correct. Yes. I don't think ADP is the end all be all, but I'm always an ADP slave. Yeah, I can't help myself. When there's a good value, I will say I do take it, but unless if it's a player I really don't think is going to be good. Again, if you guys pull up my ranks, please push Ricky Pearsall to 180. I actually do not want Ricky Pearsall on almost any of all my teams. I don't know how I didn't get him yesterday. Or did I get him yesterday? I don't remember. I feel like I didn't. I thought I moved him back. Derek Carr. See, like, I don't think you should be drafting Derek Carr in the 14th round. But fuck it. If you think so, do it, man. Okay, man. Oh, boy. Oh, how many quarterbacks are we at here? It feels like I'm missing something. 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 23, 26. So there's still 6 more quarterbacks. So why are we drafting Derek Carr and Sam Darnold? Okay, 27. There's still 5 quarterbacks left that are starters. Please. Did Baker go? Baker is already gone. Holy fuck. Where did Baker go? He must have just gone in that little pile there. That makes sense. Did I get anything, Seattle? Nope. We're going to grab high upside. We got a good quarterback, right? I like to draft nothing but 3 quarterbacks on every DraftKings team nowadays because I went back and looked at my winning team, and I'm like, well, 3, 5, 10, 2 does seem like a fun team. Like, do sound like fun teams to have. So we have Pat Mahomes at quarterback, Justin Herbert, and Justin Fields. That's a fun 3 quarterback room. I'm not going to complain about a lot. If he sees the Fields should be good. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Eckler, bounce back season maybe. Is that right? Am I down to only 3, 4? What else did I get? Oh, Chase Brown. No, we need one more running back at least. Yeah, you're flying off the board. Flying. Khalil Herbert, I think I saw. Yeah. Now we're done at quarterback and running back. We need a wide receiver, and we just need a wide receiver. So go ahead and just have the wide receiver tab open. Gronkum has Jay Cutler, one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch. I'm sorry, he was must-watch TV. Dude was a gunslinger. He scrambled. He made every throw exciting because he had a cannon. I hated him. Chargers fan. Got Phillip Rivers talking that shit across the field. Oh, dude, that was classic. Classic, Phillip. Hated him, but man, I was obsessed with watching that guy. And then when him and Brandon Marshall linked up, so much fun to watch those guys. Ayuk is one of those falling back. Yeah, I don't know why I'm passing on Ayuk a lot. It felt weird for me because I've been doing this a while now. It's just drafting him in the 12th, 13th, and then he kind of has a decent season. And this is just weird vibes. I just kind of feel like they're gonna have an injury riddled season or an off season where things aren't like completely going correctly. I don't know. Maybe I'm like pushing a narrative that isn't there. I just feel like as much as we all think, and they are on paper one of the best teams, it's just something's giving me a weird Gucci feeling in the belly that they're not going to be good. Don't get me wrong, I'm still taking them here and there, but I don't know. I'm getting a weird feeling. Is Penix the last round guy we were all going to wish we had? Honestly, yeah. If he's not practicing, is that because? Yeah, Penix is. I'm still not going to draft him, but I wish I would have, kind of thing. I really didn't think they would take Kirk out of the starting role. Maybe if things aren't going well, like they take him out. Diggs, yeah, I've been driving a lot of 4th-round Diggs. Oh, people. Again, tough day today, y'all. Got a flat tire. Had to drive that thing to a gas station. The gas station wouldn't fill it up all the way for some reason. So I had to go to another gas station, get it to 33. Then I had to wait till 2 o'clock to get it serviced. That was a long day. Long day. Did not make it any shorter of a day. Should I just take them as they come? Go ahead and tweet out the old link. Small Dollar Tuesday. The Very Rare Baseball Wedgie by Shea Whitcomb. Oh, McMillions went off the board. I should have thought that through. Nobody would have probably drafted Quentin. People out here taking Tank Bigsby. I like it. I like the pick. I like it better than Elijah Mitchell, that's for sure. I honestly, God, don't know why they hate backup running backs in San Francisco. I feel like they're going to do backup running back every year. What else we got going on? Let's see here. Let's look at the 32 beat writers. Beat writers. Spent the day with the Browns last week for the 18th and final stop on the NFL training camp tour. Thoughts on their camp? Watson, Jamari Thrash, Mike Hall, Chubb, Emerson, Jared Judy, and more. That's what we call the biz. The tease. I'm not clicking your stuff because I don't know you. 5 observations from the Bengals joint practice with the Colts. Joe Burrow was sharp in short, intermediate passing game. Dude, everything I hear about Joe Burrow so far this offseason has been nothing but positive words. 26 for 32 TDs and a tutty or an interception. After 1% through, T. Higgins high pointed it. I heard Colts say safety yell. Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's see here. Yeah, T. Higgins is good. Kind of crazy we can get him in the 5th round sometimes. And I don't have an overabundance, but I do have my share. A lot of my thoughts on him became like, do I want him or do I want Trey McBride? Is that Sky Moore? Oh, what the is going on here, man? Hold up. Wait a minute. Did we have a crazy drafter here? Chase, it's you. No, I was one pick over. All right. Brees Hall at 3. Okay, he was a little off. Derrick Henry, Mike Evans, Stephon Diggs, Pickens, Kittle Ingram, Caleb, Shakir Samuel. I don't know what that is. I do not know. What did I have for dinner? Oh, I had steak. T-bone steak. Out of a wok croissant pan. I think is what it's called. My wife went all the way up to Washington, D.C. for a pots and pans sale. I'm guessing. I honestly, God, have no idea what it was. My screen is so dirty. Well, if you look, Jordan, on my X, which you don't have to, I'm just saying, like, I pretty much give what I think is going to be the Millie winning team / AKA maybe the most optimal team I think I'm drafting, which is Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, Gabe Davis, Cooper Kupp, Jalen Hyatt at the wide receiver position, Trey McBride at the tight end position, at the running back position, Devin Singletary, Najee Harris, and then you can spice it up at whoever you want to flex. I would like to say Jamar Chase or Malik Neighbors, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, getting Malik Neighbors with Chase Kupp is tough again. It's tough again. My very first best ball draft this year was the Millie Maker. To be fair, I was doing it on my phone. I think it was as I was leaving work. It did not turn out good. I keep looking back at that team. I was like, man, this team was bad. And I just realized I'm going to auto draft Russell Wilson. That's who I wanted because I wanted to pair it up with Justin Fields. Realized I thought I was going to get Carson Steele again. Thank God. Yeah, Russell Wilson. I know a lot of people might be out on Russell Wilson at this point, but I'm like, I believe in Russell Wilson talent, and the fact that he's going last round, kind of ridiculous. Like, nothing's changed. Maybe he didn't impress and he had an injury, but nothing's changed with his talent and his ability to win healthy, like be a target. Like, he can easily, midway through the season, take over as like the number 2. And maybe even the number 1, you know. I'm going to put this out there. When I first started this year, well, even last year, I was like, oh, Russell Wilson can easily be like this year's Amon-Ra St. Brown. I said that last year when I thought he was going to be in the player pool when I drafted him in the big board. So 1 year later, and I still had those feelings. I'm like, this guy, you know, he's quick in those intermediate, but still like has alpha tendencies. That this guy can, you know, be Amon-Ra St. Brown. He was going in the 160s, I believe, to 150s area, and then everybody saw him, I think, at the Senior Bowl or training camp or something, and he shot up the boards, obviously, and then he did not become free anymore. And then he had an injury, which everybody just assumes like he's just done for. All right. we'll go through my team, then we'll go to Mr. Dean's team. I end up going Bijan, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Pat Mahomes, Chris Godwin, Keenan Allen, Najee Harris, Chase Brown, Joshua Palmer, Austin Eckler, Gabe Davis, Justin Herbert, A.D. Mitchell, Luke Musgrave, Justin Fields, Khalil Herbert, Quentin Johnston, Jalen Hyatt, Javon Baker, and Roman Wilson. I was legit falling asleep there as I was reading it. I'm not even tired. I think I have something wrong with me where I read stuff and I immediately fall asleep. I'm not shitting you. I was reading the book and like halfway through it, I just said, "Oh God, blah 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 blah." I'm like, did I just say, "Oh God"? Blah. It's like I don't know what it is about reading shit that makes me so tired, but it does. All right, what do we got next? What do we got? Who we got? We got Mr. Nathan at the 4-hole. He goes, Jamar Chase, great pick. I have him obviously as my number one selection. So you're getting high praise from me. You got Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors, Trey McBride, Christian Kirk, Kyler Murray. Ooh, we like to see it. Zamir White, Lad McConkey, Devin Singletary, Jerome Ford, Dontavian Wicks, Zach Charbonnet, Jalen Polk, Jaleel McLaughlin, Rashad Bateman, Drake May, Mike Gesicki, Roshan Johnson, Eric Gray, Dawson Knox. Dude, I don't know if you downloaded my ranks, but that's a fucking good team. I like that team. That's a team I can get behind. That is definitely a team I can get behind, Nathan. That is a fun team there. Holy cannoli. All right, we go ahead and jump into another. Oh, I want to bet. Did I win all of it? Holy shit. Well, let me go get my phone. We're up like $130. I'm jumping in, boys. Just go ahead, jump in. 6 to 12, 6 to 12. I'll feed you here a little bit, buddy. This is a serious dilemma. I don't know what he said. I don't even go to that school. Our kids don't go to that school. Will you match a 700% match your donation before Michelle Obama's speech at the Democratic Convention tonight? No. I was a Democratic voter for Andrew Yang, not for Miss Harris. Though her last name is Harris. Najee Harris. Maybe I do. I don't know. I don't know who I'm voting. I probably won't vote. We'll be honest, but I missed it. All right. Well, let's see here. What we got like set? What do we got like set? Give me 20 likes and we'll run it again. I got the 11 hole. What we got here? I don't even mind is there anybody in this draft? Is there anybody in here? Please speak up. If not, I'll auto draft this one. I don't give two fucks. I think I know who I'm voting for. I think I know too, based on your profile pics. Did anybody in this one? I'll run another one if nobody's in this one. You have until 9:20 to tell me whether you guys are in here or not. If not, we'll run another one at 9:21. Yeah, I'll do a different one. I just want to make sure I'm not fucking somebody else over. I don't know any of these names, so I don't think I don't think my rankings are in, so I already know like my teams are gonna be good, right? So I may not get Najee on this team, to be honest. When I have these back end of the draft picks, it's like sometimes I don't get Najee in the 7th, but it is what it is. The $3 one, right? Yes. They're feeling fast and furious right now. Okay, no one is speaking up. We're gonna go ahead and back out and jump in at 9:21. When you see that shit hit 9:21, we will jump in. I don't know why I put my headset on, but I sure did. Did my guy? That's what I got my phone for. Did my guy? My MMA guy get all these Dana White's contender series guys correctly? Is that must be what it is? You must have gotten them all right. Yep, he got all 4 of them right. Shit. I put $20 down on the parlay. 9:21 boys, 9:21. Less than a minute. I put on 4 picks. I put $20 down for $67, and it worked. And I am in 9-12. Holy. I'll draft the one I'm in. Yeah, you guys would steal all my quarterbacks anyways. You just got Ja'Marr Chase at the 8 pick. He has to be falling hard. Not in the lobbies that I'm in, but I don't know. Oh, can I do both? Okay. I forgot that they got this cool feature now. All right. Not looking good for that. Current draft. Oh, boy. Yeah, you're bringing out the logos, guys. Bringing out the logos. We got 2 of us in here. I want you. I need you. Oh, God. Please. Oh. Do. Did I drink all my Cokes? No. Okay, good. No, that's awesome to get Ja'Marr Chase that late. How's this ASMR? Does it sound like somebody's peeing? Because that's what it sounds like to me. Oh. I would never do that with full Cokes. I don't want to waste the Coke. I love Coke. I think Mexicans just love Coke in general, though. Coca-Cola. To be fair, when I was a kid, nice start. My white family would drink Diet Right. He had diabetes, so he had to drink Diet Right. But he would get RC Cola every once in a while. And I'm like, that shit was good. It was good for like 5 minutes, and if you didn't finish that soda, it went flat fast. Um, honestly, I'm not sure, but I personally am also kind of. I like Drake London, but I'm also kind of fading him for. I kind of want to end the season at a 40 to 50% Cooper Cup, and so I've been drafting Cooper Cup over him. But no, there's really no. I mean, I'm not. I'm not going to pass on my guy Chase. I really don't think he misses any time, and even if he does, like when he comes back, he's the guy. Oh man, we will take that. Brees Hall going to get. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. What up, Doc? Dang it, missed the three. You can do another $3? I mean, if we get 20 likes, I'll do another $3. Or one sub to the Patreon. If you sub to the Patreon over at Best Ball Nation, $5. I will do another one. 20 likes or $5? What's it worth to you, boys? What's it worth? You guys gonna pay me $5? Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind you loving ASB. I also would like more ASB, but I like Jamar Chase and I like Justin Jefferson more. And I know that's weirdly bold because it's Sam Darnold throwing him to the court of the ball, and Chase isn't reported to camp. But if Chase is not reported, neither is CD, and it sounds worse for CD, in my opinion. So I don't think there's any issues with IE personally. Yeah, honestly, I would take London over Cup if I was like in a 5-5-5, but that's I think it's capital that you're spending there. Like you don't want to risk it because like in a weird world, there's a chance that Cooper Cup might fight back to you. But in these other little dollar tournaments or in terms that I actually care about, I'm going to take Cup because I really want to /win, and I know he's kind of I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird one because I do like both players. I don't know. As I draft Drake London there, we'll take it. We'll take it. Nico Collins. Yeah, if I auto like I'm pretty sure like in a lot of my auto drafted teams, I'm gonna have Drake London, which I am totally down for. I believe in that offense taking a step up. I think you should honestly I should have more Kyle Pitts than I do, but I don't. Because I always end up with Trey McBride or Dalton Kincaid or Mark Andrews. I like that 4th/5th round tight end a lot. I like it a lot. Chase is my second choice. I'm fading CD. I've been wanting to fade CD, but I do still have like 6% CD. So am I fading it? Yeah. Do I still have a bunch of him? Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't like his situation. I really don't, honestly, I don't like his quarterback. I know that's a little faux pas to say, but I don't really like it. Come on, Phillies. Down 2-1. I guess by 4. Oh, there it is. I really need the Phillies to win. Cardinals to win. Like I said, that parlay is probably just dead. The Blue Jays won. That $10 bet went almost 190. I watched the Liam stream yesterday. That guy loves him some him. Yeah, dude. That guy is so full of his own ass. It is ridiculous. And he's never wrong. The man can't be wrong. He doesn't ever he never brings up when he's wrong. Damn you, Dennis. Derek. Damn it, Derek. That's okay. We'll take Waddle. Nothing wrong with Waddle. I was hoping for Neighbors, though. But that's an awesome start. Obviously, we got some good starts here. I don't know if that's got to be unique, having A-Chain and Adams. feel like A-Chain I've seen him at the 2 hole and I've seen him at like the 1-2 hole. And Adams is like almost all season was going in this range. So getting that kind of combination, it's got to be. And though unique doesn't matter, like that might be a unique start, and it's got to be a fun start. Those are like the feed me targets, and if you do, you're gonna get good production. Yeah, dude, that guy is full of his. I don't need to talk about him. I don't need to blow that guy any smoke up his ass. He's already got enough up there. Okay, so the 8 hole has Jefferson, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes. Does he think that Justin Jefferson is going to get traded to one of these guys and is betting on that? Not sure. And then the 11 hole went Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. What is going on, guys? And then the 12 hole went Barkley, Taylor, Metcalf. I mean, it makes sense, but man. Oof. Oof. And we got this 9 hole just drafted all the value. Just give me all the value, guys. Oh my gosh, he went double tight end. So we have a double bully tight end, and we have a double elite quarterback build here. And again, 9 holes just scooping the value. And like staying ahead of the curve. Like if something happens at running back, he's got his one. If something gets quarterback, he has his one. At tight end, I guess is technically where he's going to be weak at potentially, I guess. Look, Zay Flowers, Tank Dell, Josh Allen. Who did we get? This is very tempting. Tank Dell makes more sense. But Josh Allen is Josh Allen. Let's do it. A 9 pick past my ADP. We'll take it. Yeah. I think I'm sure he's a Jalen Warren drafter as well. So he was just butthurt that I actually am getting lucky, just like he gets lucky with all of his selections. No, I've never seen someone run like hotter in the sun at some of the contests that he's in. Brags about winning contests that are like the smallest amount of people in it ever, and had mine and his lineups compared to one another. I would have blown him out of the water. He had a terrible advance rate the year he won it. Like, let's slow down on all that jazz, guys. Let's slow down. It's not annoyed him the best because he won like a 70-person tournament, and I don't even know what the 555 was, but or maybe that was the 555, or he won the 2K tournament where they might even be less people. I don't know. Both of those tournaments had like a combined total of like 300 people. He won them. Would he have won them had somebody not died? Probably not, but maybe. But good for him. Okay, we got a weird start at the 2 hole. Kyron Pacheco's Jacobs. Hopefully he gets back on the wide receiver train, but maybe he likes himself some running backs. Okay, you got Rashee Rice. I mean, based on what I saw him go in the last round, I mean, this is the value. And Terry, Scary Terry. I don't know what this guy's going to do. Normally I can kind of predict what people are going to do, but this is unpredictable. Trey McBride. Good selection. Got Rams versus Arizona, so that's a week 17 matchup there. I don't know if it was intentional. Oh, yes, Dalton Kincaid. Let's go. Welcome to the squad, baby. Chase London, Waddle, Dalton Kincaid, Josh Allen at the helm. A lot of week 12, and I'm going to struggle week 12, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'll take my L's. I'll take it. I have a feeling if I'm not winning this by 100, oof. I mean, honest to God, it really is going to come down to one of us. There's no way there's not, other than the 9-hole. 9-hole's got a good team. Chad Chip 10. It's got a good team here. But even like he might be struggling wide receiver if he doesn't start taking them again. Maybe. Unless he knows some good wide receivers late. 6-hole's got a good team too. 6-hole's got a good team. And TNT Boys is bringing it back with the DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs. It's not bad. It's not bad. The double tight end, I'm not a fan of his build. He got Michael Pittman. Okay, so there's some good teams in here. There's some good teams. I think we're all kind of being bamboozled because of the weird drafters taking the players we don't want, essentially. Did he have anything with Kyler Murray? Okay, he had Marvin Harrison. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. There's some good teams. Not great teams, but some good teams. Oh, boys. How we doing today? Pat hit 2K, so I was excited for our boy Pat. The Pounders. Run Pure Sports is doing a 5.55. Dude, those guys are funny to watch. They've got like fraternity feel to them. If you guys were ever in a fraternity, that's the kind of vibe I get from them. They're fun. They're a good core people like to watch. They're more my speed. I've always been a stochastic guy. Always will be. But if I was to go to a party, I'd rather go with Run Pure Sports guys. Oh, man. A rock in a hard place. So we're going to go Kirk. Following Kirk here because he has a questionable tag next to his name. Another week 12 bye. Oh, boy. Should have gone Godwin. That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. What else? I didn't get to watch any videos today, so I feel like super behind. Tyreek Hill, hand injury, Kyler, Lamb, Ayuk. Yeah, that is weird that the hand thing came up. NFL and ESPN looks like they're doing a 24-hour stream. Matthew Judon won't force new contract with Falcons. Wants to prove himself about the past gas. Sorry if you hear it. Winning $1.5 million. 5. Coach Miller. Am I on this? Okay. PGA Builder. I need to build my teams this week. For golf. Not teams. I'm going to build one team. I was so close to a – was it a 5.5? I was close to a 5.55 ticket and a $100 ticket. And I had 3 teams, and all of them were pretty close, like going into Sunday, maybe even Saturday. Or I can't remember which day it was, Saturday or Sunday. But it was like they were all doing well. And then the weekend hit, or one of those days hit, and they all just went back to the bus. I know one of them like dipped out because Max Homa like did okay one day, and then the next day he just shot like 8 over. You just can't do that. Man, these are troubling times here. I get nervous. The 7th round. Now I get more nervous now than I did before. Now that Najee's, rising to the 7th round on DraftKings, and he's already in the 7th round on Underdog, which is it's always fun to me. Like the player that I like the most that I have not, I'm not an underdog influencer at all. If anything, I am an influencer on DraftKings potentially, but on underdog, I have no influence, and he goes higher on underdog. Oh, 7th round is for Najee, but Jesus, guys. Come on. You're going to give this man an old heart attack. Thank you. Thank you, Camille. Two. Picture with him and his girlfriend, I'm guessing. So, yeah, when the season starts, I'm thinking about doing a video game stream after the fact. Maybe play with listeners or viewers and stuff like that. Where we shoot the shit. Have some fun. Yeah, that's also a good value for sure. Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, I have a little bit of an older crowd, so not everybody's interested in playing video games or watching Call of Duty or Fortnite and stuff like that. But it'll pretty much just be, just for fun kind of thing. Joe Burrow goes. Yeah, I've been trying to get Joe Burrow to fall to me in the 8th because he just doesn't fall. For some reason, in the drafts that I do, he does not make – I've been in drafts where he goes like 105, which is ridiculous, but I've seen drafts like that, and I can't get him to fall in the 8th. What else do we have here? Victor Hovland, maybe that's what I bet. Oh, I forgot to watch Spread of Stairs video. Actually, honestly, I didn't have time, but I'm going to watch it tonight. I love Spread. Spread's a good guy over at Fanspeak. I always watch his videos. He always shouts me out when he does take Najee and whatnot, or whenever Najee comes across their board. I always appreciate the shout out, Spread, if you watch this. Yeah. One of the good guys in the community. Yeah, I enjoy his content. Definitely my vibe, definitely my kind of viewership, and my viewers. Jesus Christ, you guys, what in the ADP value is going on here? I think it's because all the quarterbacks are flying off the board. Guap right here taking Jordan Love for what? Jaden Reed, just to pair it up, just to make sure you got that connection. And what are you doing over here? 1 hole or 12 hole? Taking an unstacked Joe Burrow. For what? You're not even hurting me. Like, I can understand if you're trying to play defense against me, but I already got Josh Allen. I was like, yeah, whatever. Interesting. Is Yahoo closed? I'm closing it on Thursday. I'm closing it this Thursday. You can still get in by Thursday. You can still get in. And whatever it is on Thursday, I'm going to make, if I need to add one team that'll be completely dead, I will. If not, it is still open. It is still the pin Patreon comment. We're going to close it this Thursday. So if you want to run it back, awesome. It is still open till this Thursday. It is open. And after my stream on Thursday, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to set it up, get it official, whatever. So if you are not in there, get in there. It's $200 that I'm giving away that I'm making from Patreon. I'm just going to take it from the Patreon and I'm going to give it straight to my account and give it to whoever wins the tournament. And then after that, then I'm going to be looking. I think I'm going to be looking for someone. Can you pin the link? I can pin the link to the Patreon, I think, but I can't pin the link to the Yahoo link because then that will go to anybody that wants to join it, if that makes sense. I pinned the link on the Patreon, so I'll put the Patreon in here, And you can subscribe to the Patreon to get to the link. You know what I mean? So give me a second. Patreon. That always puts me as the member first. I don't understand why. Mind the clock. I better check that first. Hold on. Let's make that selection. Hollywood Brown. Derek Hollywood Brown. He's doubtful. Yeah, good pick. Good pick. Shucks. What bye week? He has a bye week 10. Now give me a different bye week at tight end. I like this tight end the most. Q-Tag does not have me scared there. So we're done at tight end. We're excited about that. Yeah. Give me one second. Click. Link copied. I don't know how it works if I need to do anything, but I'm going to put it in there and you can just copy and paste it. Yeah, guys, if you guys want to subscribe to the Patreon, it is linked currently at the bottom, or that's the URL to go to it, patreon.com/bestballnation, capital B at BBN. Yeah, $5. It's really more to support me and my content. I'm not one of these people that's going to write a million articles. You get my rankings. You get exclusive interviews with people around the industry, getting to know them on a personal level. And you get into a free Yahoo League where you have the chance to win up to $200 to first place. And or if I get into the finals, you know, obviously you're not going to beat me in the finals. So second place, well, we'll get the money. So you have two chances in a weird way to, if I get to the finals, the winner, you know, it doesn't matter. Whoever's in the other part of the finals gets the money. And if you get to the finals without me there, whoever wins that matchup will win the $200. And if we get enough people subscribed to my YouTube, if we get 500 subscribers to YouTube, or if we hit 50 Patreon members, we will do a $500 giveaway to the winner of next year's tournament, or even this one if we can hit 50 members. Fuck yes. Easy pickings for me. Easy pickings for me. Guys, I'm sorry, but I'm loving this team. Loving this team. Double tight end. That, yep. 9-hole still kind of killing it a little bit, so keep an eye on him. I feel like he's looking at a Lawrence drafter, a Lawrence pick here. It looks like I'm not going to be able to get Trevor Lawrence, which is okay. He's also got a 12 bye, but I can draft him, and maybe Gabe falls. I guess technically I should have grabbed Trevor Lawrence here because his ADP is at 116. But you guys have drafted a fuck ton of quarterbacks on the side of the board. No, actually, not too many. Yeah, if it happens, it happens. If not, not. Or maybe I'll grab Tua. Who knows? We got options. We got Tua option. We got Kirk Cousins. We got Trevor. Don't have Jordan Love. I do have Deshaun Watson. We got lots of options that we could draft from. Tua goes to our boy at the 1-hole to pair it up with this Devin A chain, which is a fun combo. It's like if that's the combo you need, like that's a fun combo to have. Yeah. I'm going to click on the link, see how many people have signed up. Currently, you have 5 of 12. So I would throw one extra tournament guy that has no value to the team. I'll make sure that maybe once a week I drop one of the better players on his team kind of thing. or something along those lines. Well, okay, y'all. Okay. I'm going to die week 12, but it's gonna be an epic team. I tell you what. I tell you what. I like this team. It's fun. I don't care. Long hair, don't care. Who do we got in here? Nathan Dean's team. Neighbors. Neighbors think I'm selling dope. Nathan's neat team. Jose P's magnificent team. Felix's fantastic team. Well, let's go. Rico Dowdle. Somebody asked me about Rico Dowdle. I thought about it some more. I don't want any shares of some guy that is like the ultimate replaceable piece. Like if you think about Rico Dowdle, like who does it remind you of? Like when you first think about it, like what does he bring to the table that you haven't seen before? Because me, I'm like, he's a forgettable name. He's one of these names that like, oh yeah, he did play for that team for like for 2 weeks and didn't really do anything. Got into the end zone for on 15 carries for 72 yards. I guess he was okay, you know. Not 72 yards, like 60 yards, 4 yards to carry. Nothing like amazing. And then you're like, but he was replaced by, they traded for Khalil Herbert and things blew up. Khalil Herbert was the guy you really needed, kind of thing. I just don't see the appeal of Rico Dowdle. Honestly, I think the offense is on the wrong side of all contracts. I've been fading Dak, Ferguson. I'm sure they're gonna be fine. I've never really liked Dak after watching him when he played for, was it Ole Miss? One of those Mississippi State, Ole Miss. He was playing for one of those teams. And I just watched him like, yeah, it's like, oh, that dude's thick. And then I watched him like play. I'm like, he kind of sucks. Like he always brings like his athletic ability, and he's got a decent arm, but it's kind of inaccurate and doesn't really make good choices. Like I was like, well, maybe I guess like they do that in the NFL. And then he goes into the NFL. Like I was like, oh, yeah, he's got kind of put in a weird spot with Tony Romo being there. I was always out on him. We could use another running back, that's for sure. Okay. Take Charbonnet. Honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest, and I don't like either, maybe it's because I'm a Cowboy hater, but if I was to pick one, I'd pick Ezekiel Elliott. He still had like some burst in the offensive ways of like close to the end zone. Like he is, I wouldn't say a great running back, but he's really good at reading blocks and getting at least 2 to 3 yards. He's very patient in the hole. And though he's not going to break a 50-yard run, most likely, he has the ability to get a 2 to 3 touchdown game, you know, depending on how much workload. He's got good hands. If Ezekiel Elliott beats me, I'm okay with that. You're in. All right, we got 6. We don't have to have a dead team in there. Currently, we'll keep it open. I'm keeping it open for 2 more days. After the show on Thursday, I'm shutting it down. I'm finalizing the teams, and we draft. I believe it's Monday the 2nd, but I could be wrong. I always get it wrong. I have it September 2nd at 7:30 p.m. We'll probably end up doing that draft live. What will probably happen is that we'll probably be partially through the draft, and I'll probably come on live after the fact. I try to get my kid to sleep by 7:30. So, and he technically probably doesn't even have to go to bed because he has off, I think, the 2nd and the 3rd for a teacher work week or something. I don't really know. But we shall see. Maybe I'll just put him with his tablet or something. Though he doesn't really like his tablet. He likes YouTube. He likes regular YouTube. He's got kids YouTube on there. Oh boy. What are we going to go at quarterback here? I was kind of hoping that we'd get Watson on the bringback, but. Gabe Davis ended up going to that spot. That's a weird spot for him to go. DraftKings. Choom. Hold up. Now, again. No, I'm not taking that chance. I have him 20 picks past ADP for a reason. Even if he makes it back to me, I guess, in the next round, I'll take him. But I like Jalen Polk better. It's also giving me a little bit of a setup to get Drake May, potentially. 200. Okay. Keep an eye out for that. Let's go. 3 notifications. Aaron Couch liked the post. Aaron Couch became a member of all tiers. Let's go. And Aaron Avery liked your post. Avery 819. Let's go, guys. We'll take it. My page. Let's fucking go, guys. Megan Shop, also a contributor over there. If I can get her to jump into the league, that would be awesome. Get Megan in there. Fuck it. I guess we're doing another draft, boys. Paying me $5 an hour. Love it. Reminds me back in my day. First started working, minimum wage was $5.50? $5.50 an hour? I think the next year it bumped up to $6.50 or $6.25, and then the next year it's been what it's been at for a while. It's like $7.50 or whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Holy cannoli. 8 active members, 4 new ones. That's fucking cool, dude. Let's can go. How cool. Tyler Lockett, what in the fuck? Did I miss something? Who is this, and what do you know that I don't? What is this? DJ Turner. Didn't touch the field last year. Ranked 820. What do you know that I don't? I'm on the clock. You have baffled my brain. Hold up. We need to do some investigating on why he drafted DJ Turner. Former Michigan guy. I kind of remember that. Oh yeah, I was like, was he a cornerback for the Wolverines? J.D. Turner, DJ Turner II is an All-American football cornerback for the Cincinnati Bengals. I am so fucking confused. Are they different people? Hold up. Las Vegas wide receiver. Make sure I'm not on the clock. My brain is so confused. Did he do the outlier shit? He was a 2-quarterback guy. Okay, so this guy is not the same DJ Turner. I was like, the other DJ Turner's from Michigan. Okay, so this guy's not from Michigan. This guy went to Pitt, wide receiver, 27 years old, 5'9", 205, active, third season. DJ Turner. Las Vegas. Depth? Two days ago. Oh my God. He's got some big cheekbones. Sorry, I'm listening to what he's saying at 2x speed. Okay, so he was just pretty much being very classically talking about his opportunities, making the best of them, getting better every year. I don't know, man. Something feels weird about it. This guy's a weird drafter. Anyways, he passed on. He's telling me, wait, hold up. He passed on Hollywood Brown at 89. I passed up on a lot of quarterbacks here. I know I overdrafted him, but I didn't want to think about it while I was thinking about this DJ Turner pick. I said I got the Polk, and then Gibson was like, yeah, it's okay. And then I reached 20, 30 picks, which I don't care about too much. And in this lobby, I'm a little worried about some of these guys drafting a little interesting. So I was like, I might as well secure the quarterback spot, not have to worry about it. Got 2 12s and a 14, which means like I'm not missing any quarterback points from these 3 guys like at all. I will take it. I don't know. I think that's just a bad pick, honestly. Hold up. Doc79, did you change your profile pick to a Cowboy, or is there 2 Doc79s? Because this Doc is Darth Vader, and this Doc, I don't know who the fuck that is as an actor, as a Cowboy in my head. If so, how often do you change your YouTube logo? Juwan Johnson is back and moving well as I've seen him. Maybe. We do a little football, basketball threads for all the DJs starting to dabble, turn up over 1,000 to 6 figures. Who are your favorite creators here? I'm going to guess I'm not one of them. 1 week season, established the run, Pete Overzet, the Badge Bros, Chess, Justin Herzig, Chess Liam, Pat Carane, CSU Ram, Drew Tinkmeyer, McDonald's XBT, BT, D Dave, Michael Dubner, Davis Maddock. Make sure I'm on the clock. Davis Maddock, Sharp Football, Lord Reeves. Lord Reeves, Bales Football, Sam Hoppin, late round quarterback, Eric Beinford plus Spike Week, Brian Hooper, and his wonderful HUD. Cool. Didn't make the top 20. All right, well, go fuck myself. Back to McMillions here. Because I wanted Pearsall kind of there, but I wanted Burton more. But then I was like, McMillions is more fun. And I definitely have to worry about bye as week 12. I know that I have a little bit of security now there. There's a wide receiver that also is plays for that team. Okay, he was 220. All right. Feeling pretty good about this squad. Pretty good. Man, oh man. Jalen Naylor, which is funny. I went over him 2 years ago in one of my I was watching highlight tapes on my channel, and I was just going over players. I'm like, I like Jalen Naylor didn't really like him, but when he played against the Wolverines, he always upped his game. In big games, he played better, kind of thing. And I was that guy kind of looks like a running back when he gets the football, and now he's getting his time to shine as a wide receiver. 2-3, depending on Addison's playing time, obviously. Vidal had 11 carries for 49 yards with 2 receptions, 3 targets for 8 yards in Saturday's preseason tilt against the Rams. Vidal was deemed healthy scratch against Chargers preseason opener last week. Tailback reportedly a minor injury leading up to the contest. I don't know, man. I have too much of him already. It's too much. Derek, what you thinking? What are you thinking, Derek? Okay. That's interesting. I haven't even thought about Jordan Mason still as a viable option. Got yourself a little nice San Francisco bet as well. Okay. You got ASB to start with. Okay. I like a little Darth Vader, but happy to see you as a Cowboy. Let's see here. Noah Mallory was a bright spot for the offense, catching a touchdown from Joe Flacco and making a chunk play over the middle of the field from Flacco as well. His spot on the 53-man roster seems more and more secure with Woods headed for surgery, and the Colts haven't spoken in recent weeks. The problem with Xavier Worthy is that if you're ever flat-footed on a two-way go, single coverage, you will not live to tell the tale. Oh, Tony Pollard looks like he might have his juice back. Yeah, dude. I'm on the Tony Pollard bandwagon again. Just don't have a lot of them. Just don't have a lot. What was I reading from Beat Writers? Chargers OC Greg Roman on Saturday's run game performance. It was an improvement. It's not where we need it, where we want it, but it was a good step forward, and a lot of guys stepped up. I thought our receivers blocked really well. Mentions Lad Mokonke, specifically. Not intended to be a slight to anyone. There are plenty of good fantasy football follows that I learned stuff, but pretty sure if you just trimmed your timeline down to 32 beat writers and Jaw Gibbs 23, you would get everything you need to know in precision without all the noise. But your life wouldn't be as fun. Doc Holliday. Why does that sound familiar? Doc Holliday. Oh, is that who that is? The actor? Okay. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Dude, if we take down any of these tournaments, any of them, that would be ideal. Oh, getting some practice in for the 10-hour stream, boys. Hitting the triple because we got another subscriber. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What am I looking up? Google. Gmail. Oh, we got 2 new members. Okay, let's go, guys. Thank you, Alex Escobar and Aaron Couch. Let's go. And again, if you do have my ranks, I do not want Ricky Pearsall at 150. I don't know why he was like. I know why he was there. I thought I adjusted him, but I must have misclicked the wrong person. So there might be someone that's at the 180 area that's not supposed to be there. You're not allowed to take photos at the Bears practice, so he drew it on a paper. That's fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I get that you're trying to be funny. That is dumb. I am on the clock. I hope that the player I wanted is not there. Someone took him. Son of a gun. Who took it? Who took it? Who took it? Who took it? Who done it? You. Good pick. Good pick. Mr. Luke Keats. I didn't even check to see what these other weird guys were doing. You know, not that wild. The TNT boys, I mean, he did, you know, there's something like this TNT might have been onto something, a 3-4-8-3. I don't know. Well, I take it back. Find out. Maybe, hopefully makes a team. Nick Chubb. I mean, I guess like if you're playing risky with 4 running backs and you're playing risky with one of them being on the team and the other coming back from an injury, I guess that's one risky way to play it. Essentially, you have to get production. Have to be RB1 and RB1 out of your first 2 holes. Well, shit. If you guys are both in, that might put us back at an odd number. Let's see. It still says 5 teams, so maybe I need to Patreon, my page. Make sure you guys sign up for Thursday, or else it will just be closing. You didn't get it, kind of thing. It is the top thing on the Patreon. Good. I want to have another. I won't have to answer another call next draft. Buddy called me around the 6th and just hung up. My life team is absolutely garbage. Yeah, it's not bad. It's interesting. It's not terrible though. I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. So we kind of made up for the wide receiver 12 onslaught team. I feel like we might strangle like 10 points out of those wide receivers for by week 12, hopefully. All right, let's go ahead and start reading some teams. I don't know why I had headphones on. Mix my like right here itch. So we'll go from back to the front. I don't know anybody here. At the 1 hole, we have Jamar Chase, Drake London, Jalen Waddle. This is me. Josh Allen, Dalton Kincaid, Christian Kirk, Najee Harris, Christian Watson, David Njoku, Devin Singletary, please stay. Trevor Lawrence, Zach Charbonnet, Jalen Polk, Antonio Gibson, Drake May, Jalen McMillians, Marvin Mims, Jalen Hyatt, Will Shipley, and Brendan Rice. So nice you had to say it. Rice. All righty. And our boy Derek at the 5 hole went ASB, Nico Collins, Malik Neighbors. What a start. And then ended up with a Tank Dell, CJ Stroud stack, George Kittle, David Montgomery for that little bring back right next to each other. That's awesome. JSN, Hollywood Brown, Tajay Spears, Pat Fryermuth, Ezekiel Elliott, Ty Chandler, Isaiah Likely, Khalil Herbert, Ricky Pearsall. I'm not a fan of Jordan Mason, but I understand his appeal. Daniel Jones, Eric Gray, Sam Howell. How? I mean, that's actually not a bad play. I mean, I'm not a fan of taking backup quarterbacks typically, but quarterbacks get hurt all the time, and they brought in Sam Howell. Like new regime, bringing in their own guys kind of thing. I could definitely see Sam Howell on the team in like late season, maybe kind of picking it up and put some scores together with JSN, which I believe you got. Yeah. You got JSN at a nice value. Alrighty, who we got here? We got our boy, definitely Dennis at the 1 hole. He goes CFC, Devin A-Chain, Devontae Adams, Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Roma Dunze, Jake Ferguson, Caleb Williams, Lad McConkey, Tua Tags, Brian Robson Jr., J.K. Dobbins, A.D. Mitchell, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Jalen Tolbert, Jermaine Burton, Noah Fant, Roshan Johnson, Darius Slayton, Audric Estime. That's a fun squad. I mean, honest to God, I like my team the best, but again, super biased. I will say, I don't know, man. Honestly, the 3 of our teams are top notch. Your running back room, Derek, I'd love to or Dennis, I'd love to have yours. Your wide receiver room, I think, is on par with mine. Our quarterbacks are very similar. Our tight ends are very similar. I think we got Dennis at quarterback, but he's got a nice wide receiver. I think we all did really well here. I think we all did pretty well. I think I lose at running back compared to you 3. I mean, I know Dennis beats me at running back for sure. I think I beat him at wide receiver, though. I don't know. I feel like you guys had some good drafts there, too. As much as you don't like it. I think it's got some good talent on it. I was on the phone and didn't realize I only had one quarterback, so I had to take Jones and Howell. The only other option was with not Russell. That stacked with wide receiver tight end. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Makes complete and utter sense. So let's go ahead and run another one. Go ahead, hop in. Hold on. 10-20, 10-20, 10-20. I gotta get there. All right, 10-20, 10-20. My time. $10, 220. 10-20, 10-20, 10-20, 10-20, 10-20. Put it on the board. Put it on the board. Jiminy Crickets. Holy hell, this is a long minute. There he goes. Boom. 10-20. 8 of 12. 8 of 12. It's going to go fast. This one's going to go fast. I do have to go to bed after this one, so if you got in, awesome. If you didn't, I'll be drafting tomorrow. We'll be drafting tomorrow, boys. Oh, we got the Blue-Eyed Bandit. We got Derek. We got Doc. Woo-wee. This is a full lobby. Let's go, guys. Let's go. And honestly, if we're at this pace of Patreon subscribers, fuck you guys. We might up the prize pool. You know, if we keep on the trajectory, we might up the prize pool because we'll have the funds to do it. Again, I'm not trying to make too. I want to get there so I can tell my wife I could like quit, right? Obviously, but I also want to make enough money to show that I appreciate you guys' support in that way by giving it back to you guys in a weird sense. That one day I can do this full time. I just clicked Epic Games and I don't see anything. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, one day. I was like mentally in the drain the other week. I was like, do I even keep doing this? And then y'all have sparked a happy side. Shut this bitch up. Her time is up. My bad, wrong chat. What are you watching? I know we don't use it, but I've made a Discord, right? And one of it is story time with Derek, because I would just love to hear these. Like, in what scenario is shut that bitch up? Yeah. What scenario is that? What chat is that in? I appreciate Blue-Eyed Bandit, man. Yeah, honestly, I've with the support I've gotten lately, I definitely feel refueled. Feel refueled and feeling excited for next season, even if it doesn't go well. I got the DNC playing in the office. Just confused myself with what chat was which. Oh, yeah. I'm not watching it. I'll watch. I don't know who you guys get your news from. I think all of them are God incentives, right? Of one way or the other. Even the people that I watch. but I watch Breaking Points. It's got Sagar and Jetty, a pretty populist Republican thought process, and then a pretty far left, in Crystal Ball. And they go back and forth. They both have their points and stuff. I don't agree with a lot of either side. I'm kind of in the middle on a lot of things. I was an Andrew Yang guy, and that's how I found him or her, found them. They had this weird interview they did together. Well, he did an interview with the Breakfast Club, and that was awesome. And he did all these interviews and all this other stuff. And then I was hooked onto Andrew Yang because it was $1,000 a month. I mean, that would have changed my life back then. You know what I mean? $1,000 a month, would have done so much in my life back then, which it did essentially, because that little stimulus package that we got, I ended up gambling part of it because I paid off my bills. I'm like, well, I have a little bit. I played $25 or $20 in the NBA tournament. I'll use Josh Engelman's lineup, and if we cash, awesome. We can pay off a little bit of our debt. Blah blah blah. Would you believe it? I ended up taking it down for $53,000. Same day that Chris Spags took it down at another Stochastic member. I am not ashamed to admit that I used his lineup. I tipped the show the next day and then I found out you don't really want to tip the show because it doesn't really go to them. But regardless, I tipped out, because I just used the lineup that he put on there. And I said, dude, I used your lineup. I wasn't trying to say I am, a basketball guy, So, man, I can't figure out how to join the Yahoo League. Okay. Can you send me a screenshot and then send it to me on Twitter of what's not working? Or do you want me to? Is there anything that's telling me? Alexander joined the Patreon League. Are you Alexander? Well, let me double check. All right. It says 6 spots of 12, and it says Alexander's awesome team has joined via link. Clock the join button. So I don't know your first name, Doc. I'm guessing you were either Alex or Aaron, and I don't know. I feel like you're Aaron, but I could be wrong. So Alexander just joined. If you need, I'm trying to think of how I can help. I'm not an IT expert, to be completely honest. Let's see here. If you just click anywhere on that little join my Yahoo Sports page, BBN Patreon, it should take you right to the league. And then I don't really know what it looks like from your end after that part. One notification. Alex Export and one other has joined as paid members. Appreciate it. Free to all tiers. I put L tiers, LOL. Just paid members. I don't know. So weird. Breece Hall, Marvin Harrison feels like a unique combo. I don't think I've seen that a lot. Jefferson, Kyron Williams. Jefferson went at 9 here. Puka went at 7. Shit's going off here. Blue Eyed Man, you taking Puka a little early, but you got a unique combo. I mean, in a weird way, because you bumped him up, and you got Nico to kind of stay where he kind of goes at. DJ Moore feels like it's a unique team, and it looks good. It feels good. There's nothing wrong with that one. Yeah. I mean, if you want, yeah, it's a good team. Malik Neighbors goes to Doc. Lucky son of a gun. All right, I did a Pat Mahomes team earlier that felt good. I liked it. I'm going to try to go DK Metcalf. I love DK Metcalf. I think he's in line to blow up potentially with whoever's at quarterback. It also gives us a cool, 3 wide receiver different buys right off the rip. I don't know who I was listening to today. Honestly, I listened to so many people regardless, and I think I had an hour to kill before I had to go pick up my kid. And I was listening to my ear like this, and I think I can't remember if it was the ship chasing guys. Maybe, I don't know. They quoted something that having more different bye weeks has a higher advance rate. I don't know. I could be wrong. Well, hit me up on Doc. Hit me up on X. Just say, hey, looking for the link, and I'll send you the link directly. Brendan Ayuka. That feels unique. I feel like I got a very unique squad, and a lot of it is NFC West. Who do I need from the NFC West? I need a Cardinal. I guess I'm not going to get any Cardinals because I might get Michael Wilson since Dennis is not here. He is going wide. 0 wide receiver stretch. That's awesome. Let me pull up. So, DFS Keanu. So much Najee Harris. Not enough, sir. Not enough, sir. All right, Dylan messaged me on the X. Would you be okay taking Christian Watson at 8-1 and Addison at 9-12? Yes. Yes, I would, I believe. 8-1 is pick 8-1. 85? Yeah. And what did he ask? And 9-12 for Addison. Addison, yes. Addison shouldn't be going past 100. I mean, there's legal people that have said like he may not have any suspensions either. Yeah, I don't mind. If you're here, that's my opinion. And yes, that's totally. I don't know if I spelled totally correctly. Totally reasonable. God, so many mistakes. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Dylan Schmittler. He has a good YouTube. Had a good conversation with him about a lot of stuff. The Spunky Spectrum Sports is his X, and YouTube, I believe, is his YouTube channel. Real nice guy. I did a show with him earlier on his birthday this past month. Nice, normal guy. Real nice. Real smart too. Yeah. Not that anybody I talk to, I'm expecting him to be dumb by any means, but sometimes you accept requests and you're not 100% sure. And honestly, I haven't had a bad experience with anybody. There's one person, and I'm not going to bring him back up, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. There's one person I didn't really care for, and then I don't know. We just didn't vibe well, which ended up being good. I guess that we didn't do things together, or he shut me down. That he turned me down. I'm a bitter ex. He friend zoned me. Oh man, I almost got George Pickens in the late fifth. I'm still not mad at taking. I'm going to take my guy here, Christian Kirk, right, pretty much right at ADP. I've got the zero running back start that every zero running back boy wishes he had. I got the Kirk. I might grab Ridley for the bring back of that game. 12, 6, 10, 9, 12. Calvin Ridley is 5. Everyone keeps taking my wanted wide receivers early, and I saw the value. Yeah, good job, man. For the one viewer that has been here the entire time over on Twitch, I appreciate you. Just know that you're not alone. You have 7 other friends over on YouTube that are also excited to see that you're here. And if you want to pop over to the Best Ball Nation YouTube and subscribe to that, if it's ever easier, I do and will happily accept new subscribers. I believe I have a pretty high subscriber to viewer rate, so I'm not going to complain there. Oh, Calvin Ridley ends up going off the board. I don't believe I have anything to go with that. But we're getting awfully close to hitting my max before we hit a running back. Obviously, we stop at 7 no matter what. Well, hopefully he even makes it back to me. It's not in this new environment. I don't know if he makes it back to me in the 7th. After 7-6, like at 78, there's a chance he doesn't make it back to me. At that point, I'm okay, and I'm okay with taking another running back there. I have capitulated that my boy Najee should be pick 78 in my head or better. I personally will grab him anywhere, on the 7th, but I sent over Alexander to the Patreon, and he is now signed up for the Yahoo League as well. Awesome. That's what we like to hear. Let's do that thing. Draft board. Kittle, Colin, Pitts. Did I take? No, I didn't take him. Maybe I should have done Pitts and had that diversification. It's a good pick. Whoever took him. Fantasy Montez. DMFDKC12. Can somebody tell me what that alliteration is? Or what is that word called? Where you each word or each letter means a different word. It's not alliteration. Alliteration is 2 of the same, like my username for my other YouTube channel, Pecan Pecan, or Blue Bandits, something like where it has 2 the same. What does that mean? Do me, fuck daddy, kill Cox. I got no idea. Yeah, honestly, God, I have no idea. All right, Doc, I'll look you up. You haven't sent me anything. Doc. Doc, we not following each other? I thought you said something in one of my things. Am I fucking going crazy? $79? What if we pop up this at 79? Sorry, guys, I got a little distracted trying to figure out. I thought him and I had talked once before on the old X. Duck. I have so many DMs, so many. I'll never forget. Alex Baker reached out to me. He said, "Hey, Felix, what's up, man? It's been awesome. It's awesome to see you take down the Best Ball Million last season. We need to get you on the show sometime to tell your story behind that. I was wondering if you would, if you know when you drafted your winning lineup, trying to figure out whether it's best to draft early or right before the season starts, win the big bucks." He sent that May 2019, 2022 at 10:11. I sent him pretty much a paragraph right back at 10:27, and he never replied. You fucking dickhead. All right. Well, they'll take it. Fallen Evan Ingram. Good pick. And it's his third running back, too. Damn. Good pick, Chad. Shitheads. Good pick. Okay, we're gonna go even heavier. 0 RB if that's the case. We got ourselves a nice little stack too. That fucking douchebag. Man, I would love to talk to Alex Baker. Still a fan. Always will be. Always will be a fan of Mr. Alex Baker. 14th round or 82. We got some value there. Take it. We'll take it. And if you guys don't take Najee, I will, or Jaylen Warren, I will take him in the next round. So, buyer beware. Can't believe that guy. I follow you on X. I think I figured out how to join. Okay. And if you have any issues, just let me know. I'll help you. We'll get you in there. No, we'll get you. I ain't gonna. I can't believe this is almost gonna fill. If we fill this bad boy, I did say we'll get another one in there, but I don't think we're gonna fill it by Thursday. But maybe we do, and if we do, oh fuck! Good job, guys. Uh-huh. 12-hole might be listening to me because I did say I wanted Calvin Ridley. I did say I wanted JSN. They were at ADP values already, though. Yeah, I feel like we talked. I feel like we have a message back and forth. I'm gonna message Scott Hansen back. I didn't know that was him. I just realized that you on Neil's show. Very similar. Love to have you on early next year. Make sure I'm not on the clock. I'm sending a love letter, Scott Hansen. Sometime. Season to see how change going forward. I'm weird. I'm awkward. I am understanding of that. I am going to took Josh Palmer. We'll take it. We'll take it. At 106, we'll take it. His ADP's at 110 or something like that. It's weird. He had a huge spiking rise. He's coming back down. He's coming back down. Let's come back down. There's a running back. I don't think that he's gone yet, so I'm gonna hope that he's there because I kind of need to start taking some running backs at other positions. As much as I want to draft Mr. Singletary, I do not have the space for him if I want to get the other guy. I want Singletary here, but I need Trevor Lawrence for the squad. I need him. I need him. I do need him. You passed on JD in the 9th? What? And right after you passed on him, 2 picks later, he goes off the board. Let's see here. Did it make sense for you? Yeah, it makes sense for you to pass on. You already had Lamar, and then you had the opportunity to stack with Roma Dunze. That makes complete sense. That makes sense. It makes good sense. Why am I going through all my stuff? I do not know. Chalupa Batman sent me a bunch of teams in November of 2022. Have we not messaged back and forth? Back and forth. I guess we talk on Discord. Him and me and Mr. EJ. Hi, Najee. Oh, that's right. Maybe later. I forgot I messaged him earlier. Not last year. Messaged him last year. Haven't heard anything back from Najee. Feelings are hurt. Doesn't he know that I have 90% of him? I own him. This skin tone should not be saying you own another person. Man, I messaged a lot of people last year. I messaged a lot. I had a message from Fantasia DFS. How are they doing this year? They're probably not doing that well since they haven't messaged or haven't updated their Twitter since September 26th of 2023. Tough. Up at 8 picks. Oh, you took Gabe. Doc takes Gabe. Good pick. Good pick. it's weird. Like I got like the who's who of people in my DMs of the best ball field. Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry guys, I am like super distracted. We don't normally go this late for my brain, and it is now showing that I cannot keep focus. Gabe Davis is average at best. Shut up, Gabe Davis. You don't know yourself. You're amazing. You are better than average. You're above average. And you're explosive, and you're going to go off week 17 against those Tennessee Titan cornerbacks. Calvin Ridley's going to be covered up. Not Calvin. Why do I keep saying Calvin Ridley? Christian Kirk is going to be covered up by the the free agent cornerback. So they take Christian Kirk out of the game, leaving a one-on-one coverage for our boy Gabe Davis and Brian Thomas Jr. just flying down the field. Guys, we're taking 10 wide receivers, but this is an incredible 10 that we're going to have. And I do not care. I like my tight end and quarterback. So at the onesies position, I'm feeling great at. My wide receiver room is going to be better than anybody's. My running back room, well, you know, it's going to have a late season push to it because it's going to be lots of rookies. Lots of young guys. That is for sure. Come on. Make a selection. Make a choice. I swear it's not that hard. I have in the same boat, so I cannot say nothing. Tyler Algier, Ezekiel Elliott. Leaves me. Sharps should still be there, right? Yeah, Sharps is still here. Yeah, we gotta go Sharps here. Right? Yeah. Well, Trey Benson. Well, should have gone J.K. Dobbins. Well, should have just done this and looked at my options. Oh, well. Late season. We're playing for late season right now. I like Gabe Davis. If he can stay on the field most of the season, I think he's set up for, in my projections, aka what I just go off the top of my head, I think he's in for like 1,200 yards, like 10 TDs, somewhere in that range. Like, I think Trevor Lawrence passes for 4,500 plus. I think Gabe is like the breakout player that he was just being overshadowed by Diggs, and now he's going to have his opportunity to show up and show out. He's going to take advantage of that, being in a hometown cooking, and he's going to have a few bigger games. He's going to have decent games all year, but he's going to have a couple big games, and those are going to overshadow like his probably poor production on some other games. Don't count on it. I like the sun and Florida. Got some nice beaches. Oh, man. I follow his mom on the X, too, and she's always supported her baby boy. I'm surprised she hasn't reached out to me with the amount of ownership I have of her son. Dun, 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 dun. And the amount of ownership I've had over Gabe Davis the last 3 years. I've had probably more ownership, more invested into Gabe Davis than anybody else. I think I've had, because who's my highest owned wide receiver last year, I believe. I am loyal to the players. They do good things for me. And even though he wasn't on my Millie Waking winning team, he was on like my only playoff teams. He was on all my playoff teams in the playoff tournament that year that I won it. I was like, well, I got this extra cash. I'm going to draft the players I like. I really don't care whether like I win or not. And then I had that game. I'm like, all those teams advanced, and then they all died the week after that, or because obviously they lost that game. But they got me into a nice little cash because you needed somehow to finagle having Gabe Davis be your one-off to make that final. Again, that is why I personally like Drafters playoff baseball. Jesus Christ. I like Drafters platform for playoff best ball, NFL style, because it doesn't matter whether they're the first round or the second round. It's a collective of points. So even if your team gets eliminated, it just opens up all the possibilities instead of, well, I have to get this team and this combination of the team. Like, people are more lenient to open up their eyes to different combinations of players. We might take Dotson on the way back, but we still need to keep kind of smashing RB here. So we're going to take Jalen Wright. And yeah, we're going to be happy about that. Again, this team is going to need the wide receivers to put up godly numbers with Trevor Lawrence and Evan Ingram holding their own. And then somehow we just sneak in this team that has all these rookie running backs at the very end. At the very end. We're going to have to destroy at wide receiver. And again, Trevor and Evan Ingram have to hold their own. Just have to be top 10. So we have to be winning. They don't have to be 1 or 2. They just got to be probably top 6 to advance at this point. So I'm not 18 picks past ADP, guys. I have a weakness. It is explosive little wide receivers. I have a weakness. Oh shit. Nobody's making me do any more, right? All right, good. I didn't check. Where are we at like-wise here, guys? What are we at like? Let's go ahead. Your channel. Not my channel. Best Ball Nation channel. We got, boom, 12 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Not 20, but we'll take 12. Ain't nobody complaining about 12. Ain't nobody complaining about 12 likes. +10 is a good day. The other day I wanted 20. I was getting a little zealous over my heels, probably. But we had been doing so well, I just assumed we'd hit it like immediately. I think the only person with over 7 wide receivers. The guy next to me has 6 running backs. If we put our team together, we're average. It would bring it down. So 3 and 6. So it would be 4.5. Yeah, be 4.5 running backs. Down to 7 running backs. Yeah. Him and I need to share a team here. Me and C. Brand Fawn. I feel like we've done a draft together, but please announce yourself because I'm not 100% sure. I'll happily read your team at this point into the day. It's wild, guys. Wild. Who else has messaged me? I haven't gotten back to. Hey, it's been a long time. Hope you're doing well. I don't think she said anything back to me. That's okay. She hasn't posted since October 29th. I didn't know if I was going to be able to max this tournament, but at this point, I'm starting to feel like I'm going to be able to. Might go draft. Up in 2 bigs. 10 games. So the running backs are going off the board. That's a little unsettling that this guy. I should have taken one of them. Was overdrafting him if I had. I thought. Did we take anything that we could draft? I don't have a lot of quarterbacks that go with late round wide receivers. Wide receivers gone. Still here, I believe. I don't want Derek Carr, but everybody else is gone. Taken. One of my favorite commercials. Man, oh man. I hate the 1-1. I think this is my favorite 4-8. I think this year my favorite position of drafting is 4 through 8. I agree because one, you get the end of whatever people think is not good, or they're like whatever they don't want. I agree. I can concur with that statement. I can concur with that. It has been a lot of fun drafting from that area. We got our 3 quarterbacks. We got Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, and Trevor Lawrence. We'll take it. Hit that flex up. I'm trying to think of what else I like. I am also on the weird, like, I don't feel comfortable at the 12 hole. Personally, I do like other positions there. I think the Garrett Wilson pick, I do like making that selection. I don't really like making the A.J. Brown selection, even though he's a stud, which is weird. Like, why don't I like making that selection? I do not know. Let's see here. Let's go back to the top and see what happened here at the top. Yeah, I don't really like having to draft CD Lamb. Or honestly, 3. I don't take Tyreek at 3. So I mean, at all these positions currently, I'm taking obviously Ja'Marr Chase at most of this. My favorite picks in the first round: Ja'Marr Chase, Justin Jefferson, Bijan, and Garrett Wilson. Those are my favorite picks in the first round. But I'm not intentionally fading. Well, now I am. Now with my last set of drafts, I'm trying to get my percentage up of these guys. But I do like those guys the most. So probably what his ADP, it doesn't show ADP, does it? The ADPs of these guys 5 through 9. This is average here. I think he goes ahead of Jefferson. It doesn't matter. I think I like the 5 though. I don't mind the 4. I don't mind getting ASB, but I just don't get him because for a while he was going behind Jamar Chase, and now he's going ahead of Jamar Chase. I still don't get him. My draft area has been weird all year. I didn't get a number 1 pick for like almost like a month straight of drafting. I didn't get the number 1 pick when the season kicked off, and then finally got my 1, and then they all started coming back. So the game does autocorrect its mistake by being lucky on the other side of it. People drafting Tim Patrick are down bad. They're like, this is the year. He might be right, but probably not. He's had some pretty big, injuries. Yeah, he got a touchdown. I'm just putting that out there. I'm putting it out there to blow some cold water on your PPs here, guys. I obviously big on Najee Harris and the Pittsburgh Steelers last year, and they looked amazing. They looked awful during the regular season. Don't get yourself too hyped up on a couple plays here and there. For this team, I need AR to be the best fantasy quarterback of all time. Hey, it's okay, Honestly, as long as he performs just enough to get you to playoffs and then be the best quarterback in the playoffs, there you go. That's how you win. You have Gardner Minshew. What are you talking about? You got Gardner Minshew. Phew. Need a Jalen Hyatt on this squad. Get that nice little combo. We're going to get a nice little other combo I wasn't really expecting. Maybe it makes it back to me. Maybe it doesn't. Come on, Kendre Miller. Is he next? Roshan Johnson's next. Justice Hill. I don't know who's drafted Justice Hill. Elijah Mitchell. I'm still packing my bags for Kendre. I haven't given up just yet. You do like 111? Is that because you can get an A.J. Brown? I can't remember if you're an A.J. Brown guy. Yeah, I think we're going to be all right. I'm going to feel dumb if I don't get the player that I'm hoping that comes back. It's okay if it doesn't. It is what it is. It is what it is. Little Minshew Bowers magic? I hope not. If Bowers is the guy you need, I'm going broke this year. I'm going to go broke this year. I've faded. I've faded Bowers. For players like Josh Palmer, saying that out loud sounds stupid. For Josh Palmer and Chase Brown, those are the players I'm fading. Brock Bowers. I don't see it, guys. I don't see it. And I liked them, coming in out of college, but I don't know. I just feel like this organization doesn't know what they're doing. Taking what the who out here taking Trey Lance? Hold on, is it one of us? One of us. One of us. No, Fantasy Montez. He could be one of us. I just don't know it. Oh man, what an interesting choice. It's one of those choices that I'm like, well, you probably just wait to round 20. Nobody's trying to get Trey Lance ahead of ADP, unless he has two other picks that are also off ADP. I prefer Devontae over AJ. Yeah, I think I like Devontae just because he goes later, but I don't mind drafting AJ. There was a point in the season last year where he had 150 yards like in 3 or 4 straight weeks. I bet you all those people were happy. I didn't fade AJ last year. I just didn't happen to get a lot of them. I don't know. Oh, and Jawan Johnson goes off the board. I should have gone Jawan over the running back. I could have taken another tight or another running back somewhere else. Damn. Maybe we'll go down Daniel Bellinger last round. Obviously, we're down to our last 2 picks of the evening. We just did a bunch of drafts, including an auto draft team. I need to go back and check that one. Sounds like Doc is in the league. We've got a bunch of people signed up today. I certainly appreciate all of you guys. This is super fucking cool. I wasn't expecting this support this week. This is awesome. 8 people paid, 12 total. We love to hear it. We love to see it. We're getting closer and closer to telling my wife, hey, if I do this full time, like if we have a good year, betting and best ball wise, and then we pick it up with some more memberships, I might be able to do it full time without the backing that I would need. If we have a good year, we might be able to do it full time regardless. But man, it's kind of wild. We need a good year. We've had 2 bad years. And just because I had 2 bad years, I feel like some people are discounting my thoughts, which blows my mind. It's like I went in knowing that, I'm not going to, be the best drafter every year. Even though I wasn't the best drafter the last couple of years, I was early on Nico Collins. I was early on Jalen Naylor. I'm like my thought process, my selection. I was being called crazy for thinking that Amon-Ra could be a first rounder a couple of years ago. Like there were people out there saying I was stupid for thinking that he's too small. He can't acquire that kind of workload. He can't do this. He can't do that. Motherfucker out here blowing people up. You know what I'm saying? Like making them look silly. I think my player evaluation is pretty spot on. I'm not gonna say I'm the best because I'm just vibe based doing it and whatnot, but I've been pretty good lately. And I think Malik Neighbors is going to be better than Marvin Harrison. I think Marvin Harrison might have a good season. I think he even gets 1,000 wide receiving yards. But I think touchdown wise and receptions, I think it's going to go. I don't know about the yardage. I'm a little worried about the yardage because it's going to be fluky. But I think possession and touchdowns it's going to go his way. Because I don't know if they're going to try to speed it up or if they're going to try to slow it down with Singletary. I'm not 100% sure how they're going to use him, but the guy is incredible. I can't. People that tell me like I should draft Marvin Harrison over Malik Neighbors, I just look at him sideways. I'm like, are you really sure? Just because his dad was a great wide receiver, and then I'm like, you know who else's dad was a great wide receiver? Brendan Rice. The man. His dad is Jerry Rice. And then I'm like thinking about it. These kids, who in some lobbies we're going against, right? They don't even know who Jerry Rice might be. You got to think about that. We're so old now. Some of us are so old now that the generation that is currently gambling never saw Jerry Rice play. Don't know who Jerry Rice may be potentially, Now, I feel like everybody should know who Jerry Rice is and whatnot. But there's a possibility that they were so young that they may not even seen Jerry Rice play. That's weird to think about, right, guys? I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure my group is fairly older, so I think most of us, think that's kind of weird. But it's like, yeah, 21 years ago, that was 2002, right? So like the Bucks Super Bowl. Buccaneers. I don't know why I can't spell years. There you go. Super Bowl wins. 2003. That was literally 21 years ago. The people this year that are old enough to gamble were just becoming, babies the year that they won the Super Bowl. Jerry Rice is the GOAT. There ain't nobody better than Jerry Rice at wide receiver. I'm sorry. In the year that they played in and what he did, unstoppable. Yeah, same here. Like, yeah. It's not even close. Marvin Harrison, don't get me wrong. Marvin Harrison had the best toe tap sideline catches you will ever see. But Jerry Rice, as just an overall wide receiver, blows everybody out of the water. And his son is in the NFL. And we don't give him the accolades that he got, even though he played at USC. It's not like he was playing at these bump schools. He played at USC. All right, let's go ahead and read off these teams. We'll start from back to the front. Your host of the evening went Garrett Wilson, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, Brandon Ayuk, Christian Kirk, Chris Godwin, Evan Ingram, Ramondre Stevenson, Joshua Palmer, Trevor Lawrence, Rashid Shaheed, Trey Benson, Jalen Wright, Troy Benson. Is it Trey or is it Troy? Trey. I thought it was Trey. Trey Benson, Jalen Wright, Jahan Dotson, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Jalen Hyatt, Kendre Miller, Will Shipley, and Daniel the Bell Bellinger. Ring the Bell Bellinger. Yeah, I like that. Daniel Ring the Bell Bellinger. Guys, got a nice little Giant stack. We got ourselves a Jag stack. And New Orleans, we got a little onslaught New Orleans. We were hoping to get Juwan Johnson. He ends up going there, but no big deal. So, fun team. Yeah, it's a fun team. And my wide receivers, I mean, good gravy, Miss Davy. I lost a running back. I'm happily admitting that I lost at running back, potentially even quarterback. Potentially, I mean, I got some good quarterbacks, but they're on the cut risk / let's sit them so we don't have to worry about paying, the pay for hurt quarterbacks or whatever. Tight end, like it's all right. It's all right. We'll probably we're on the bottom half of tight end. We're last in running backs, projection wise. But wide receivers, though, we won. We are number one. I don't know if I read off my whole team. Oh, well, if I didn't. Who else is in here? Blue-Eyed Bandit. Out of the 7-hole with Puka, Nakua, Nico, Collins, DJ Moore, Trey McBride, T. Higgins, CJ Stroud, Deontay Johnson, Tony Pollard, Lad McConkey, Devin Singletary, Blake Corum, Justin Herbert, Chuba Hubbard, Xavier Legette, Tony Conklin. What is his name? Is it Tony Conklin? Tyler Conklin. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. I've drafted him a whole bunch, and I've said his name a bunch of times in life. Bryce Young, Audric Estime. I think Tony Conklin is somebody You know why I say Tony Conklin? Because I had a Tony Conklin in high school. He was always late. And he's always said Anthony, and he always said, Tony. He worked on cars. I 100% know that kid's working on cars today. Guarantee it. Working on some old 60s to 70s car. Bryce Young, Audric Estime, Deontay Foreman, Chavian Sanders, and Brendan Rice. Look at that. Getting some of my highest owned players in the league. Nice. Yeah, that's a good team. That's a good team. You're definitely pushing my wide receiver team, and you got good running backs. And, of course, Stroud, currently projected top 5 quarterback. And you got Justin Herbert. This is a fun squad. Fun squad. See, that's a fun squad. That is a fun squad. All right, what we got next? I don't know you. Mr. Derek. ASB. Drake London. Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson. Oh, you got the full Baltimore stack. Okay. I didn't realize you had Derrick Henry on here. That's fun. No pass catchers, as far as I can see. Mark Andrews, Roma Dunze, DeAndre Swift, Jalen Warren, Jalen Warren, Caleb Williams, Tyler Lockett, Pratt Freiermuth, Zach Charbonnet, Darnell Mooney, Ricky Pearsall, Ben Sinnott, Malachi Corley, Kamani Vidal, Cam Akers, De'Ami Brown, and Carson Steele. That's a fun team, too. That is a fun and interesting team. Your running backs are obviously King Henry. That's solid. These guys are like, they're explosive. They're going to have huge weeks, but injury risks. And Jalen Warren has a little bit of actually, they both kind of do a fumbling problem. They could get in the doghouse. These are doghouse type running backs, but when they're on the field, they are league-winning type running backs. Zach Charbonnet, I mean, obviously I like it. He's one of my highest owned running backs at this point. Or am I making that shit up? Hold up. I don't want to lie. Don't want to lie. Let's see here. DraftKings is trying to get me to change my CeeDee Lamb teams already because he's listed as out, even though he doesn't play for another 3 weeks or whatever. What am I doing? Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet is my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th owned running back at 17%. There's a bit of a drop off immediately after it goes Chase Brown at 23% and then Zach Charbonnet at 17%. But I do think him as the next high tier there. Darnell Mooney, Ricky Pearsall. Yeah, I already read this. Yeah, it's a good team. It's a good, solid team. I'm scared of your first half of as a competitor against you. That is a fun first half. Amon-Ra, Drake London, and then the Baltimore stack. Then you got a bunch of Chicago. Yeah, it's a fun team. Fun team. Fun. All right, and out of the one hole, we got Mr. Doc, CMC, Malik Neighbors, Chris Olave, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, AR, Jaden Reed, Brock Bowers, Javonte Williams, Austin Eckler, Gabe Davis, A.D. Mitchell, Ty Chandler, Joshua Downs, Antonio Gibson, and Tyrone Tracy, Gardner Minshew, Mike Gesicki, Tucker Kraft, Spencer Rattler. I actually like the Spencer Rattler. I actually compare Spencer Rattler to potentially Dak Prescott. I think he has that ability of upside with his rushing ability, and he's got a decent arm. He might be a league winner if something happens to Derek, which is very possible because he's not doing his linemen any favors as they yell at him. Oh, man. I just realized you hit 2 Houston wide receivers and Mr. Blue Hat Bandit took him with Nico. It's all right. You still got a good squad. Good squad. It is a good squad. I'm not giving out odds today. You guys, we're all good. We're all good. They're all good teams. I'm hurt bad at quarterback. Yeah, you're hurt bad at quarterback and tight end, but you might be able to squeak by into the playoffs. I mean, this is a pretty good a pretty good lobby. It's gonna be tough to get into the playoffs, and we'll keep track of these because these are the kind of teams that one of us are usually winning and sending it my way. So that'll be exciting. Whew. Did I miss anybody? Nathan is Dean's 21, so I didn't miss Dean. Is it true the GOAT? This is the GOAT, no question to ask. Anyone who says otherwise doesn't know, don't know Jerry. Right. And so, like, yeah. I don't know. I don't think anybody's questioning it. I just think we're overstating the fact that that's his dad. You know what I mean? He has good talent. Don't get me wrong. If you watch I went through every game. I watched every one of his targets. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. But there are some times where he makes the catch look way harder than it needs to be. And I know that sounds weird, but like sometimes it's just like I don't know if he quits on routes or if it was like he just makes the easy catches a little bit more difficult than they need to be. And I'm trying to learn my lesson that some of these guys who make it a little bit more difficult than it needs to be don't need to be going so high as I am a Zach Wilson drafter of the last couple of years. I believed the first 2 years of his career, but he could hit the home run. He could throw that 60-yard bomb going across his body, probably more accurate than we realize. But hitting that dump off, hitting the 15-yard slant, the 10-yard slant, wasn't on his repertoire, and it needs to be. I'm afraid that where I was going with this is that I don't know if MHJ will be able to make the regular plays. I think he's going to have these spectacular catches, and it's going to bump his value, and people are going to go gaga over some of his stuff, but he may not have what we need for production out of him. Had a buddy who played outfield, and he would dive every single catch. It was awful. No matter what we said, he would have an excuse to dive for every catch. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. There's no reason for you have to dive. If anything, play it a little bit short and catch it and throw it. Get into the bam. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's why I'm a little out on Marvin Harrison. Malik Neighbors was Jamar Chase-esque that year, last year. Like, he was that level of like dominant. I don't think he was as good as Jamar Chase, which is another reason why I love drafting Malik Neighbors. And the only reason I still draft him is because I think all the wide receivers moved up. So I think Malik Neighbors is still a viable, back end of – he's a wide receiver 2. That's what he's being drafted as. He's not a top 10 wide receiver or 12 wide receiver. So I still think it was a wide receiver 2. And he has the ability to have huge spike weeks because Daniel Jones is a hot and cold type quarterback. And, yeah, that's going to be fun to watch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I need to go to bed because I have a long work day ahead of me. And we'll be back probably closer to 9. I know we went a little early today. We'll be back around 9, probably 9:15, how we usually do. We're going to do a single entry. I believe there is a 5. Let's go home. Hold on. Let me check double check discount. Double check. There is a single entry. Yes, there is a 50K single entry. It has 3,000 out of 11,000 spots filled. So we should be able to get into that one tomorrow. Yep, we should be. All right. We should be good. So, yep. I won't take any more of you guys' time. We have hit a 3-hour mark, so we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. There you go.